is a brief orientation of our pump panel. Once you've put the truck in pump gear and put the transmission into drive, you're going to come out, chock the wheels. Most trucks have a set of rubber wheel chocks built right in at the pump panel. And we're going to go over some of the features that this is Rescue 1. This is what you're going to see on all of our trucks in a different orientation, but we're trying to standardize it each time we do buy a new truck. You're going to look at your main inlet. There's one on the captain's side and there's one obviously on the driver's side. Once you've established your water supply to this, you have your bleeders for your left and right steamers. Left and right orientation is as if you are sitting in the truck looking forward as the driver. These are electric valves. If they fail to operate or you lose your battery power, there are manual overrides that you can open and close. You have your tank to pump valve. You have your tank fill valve. Some of the stuff you're going to see that's standard will be your gauge cluster. It's going to give you fuel, temperatures, RPMs, pump in and out. Your pressure governor is built right into this whole system. Any of the trucks with a hydraulic generator are going to have all your generator outputs and whether it's on or off. Your vacuum and pressure gauges. Your vacuum is the only gauge that is in positive and negative. This one happens to be in both also, but it'll always be in the positive. An easy way to remember it is everything from this point and lower, the water goes in. Anything above this, the water comes out of. That's the way it's plumbed internally behind the panel. You have your individual line gauges. You have your water level gauge. What it'll do is once it's actually in eighths. Before you go off of a full tank to 7/8, it'll start to flash and drop. It'll start to flash, drop all the way down. You'll have an audible alarm for anything that you need to pay attention to as the pump operator. This is your foam tank, A and B. All of the newer trucks just have one foam tank and A only. This is your proportioner, on, off, set your percentage. A and B on this one for your tank. Your individual line drains, including a master drain. It's an auxiliary intake. You have an air primer on this vehicle for getting the air out of the pump casing. Your deck gun will have a display of how many liters you've put through it. That resets each time the pump goes in and out of gear. The red tag will indicate which of your discharges are foam capable. You will have I'm just looking for it, an air horn control if you have to do your 3 air horn blasts for an evacuation tone. These are just for pump test and making sure that they're accurate for calibration. And then anything that is bigger than a 65 millimeter discharge under the NFP 1901 has to have an air, an electric, or a crank wheel, just in case you try to open it while the truck's at pressure, because most people wouldn't be able to pull the valve open at that time. Something else we should look at here is your pump cooler and your engine cooler. Most operators will run with these open in the warmer weather, closed in the colder weather, and all this does is this assists cooling with the pump. This will assist cooling the truck on hot days. They're small lines. They're about an 8 millimeter line. So something you should remember is if it's super hot out and you're not flowing water, is to circulate your tank fill and tank to pump valves. Most of the trucks with a remote deck gun also have your controls built into them. Rescue ones are built in and you can't move them. The newer trucks have them on a coily cord or on a remote control that's cordless. If the battery dies in the cordless one, you can always switch over to the one on the coiled cord, pull it out with you and have a look. So An item that some of the trucks have and some of them don't have is a manual pump shift lever. And the way to operate this, should you lose the air in your truck for the shifting mechanism in the cab, is place the truck in neutral, set your parking brake, come out, pull this into pump gear, re-enter the cab of the truck, push drive, and then the truck will be in pump gear. So on Rescue 1 on the captain's side, it's very similar to the captain's side on some of the other vehicles. You have a manual valve control for your master intake if you lose your electrical. You have a large diameter discharge for relay pumping, or if you're going to feed the tower independently on a large incident. A regular 65 millimeter discharge, an additional 65 millimeter gated intake. In this compartment, you're going to have your cab lift controller on the inside, the hydraulic tank for your generator, and on this truck you have the temperature control for the pump panel heater. If we come to this side, you have your controls for the ladder rack up and down. It's on hydraulics, so you need to have the PTO engaged for it to work. And on this truck you have your foam fill, which is similar to some of the other trucks. So what you'll do is you'll be on the fill setting, you'll pop the cap off, you'll put your foam hose from this outlet into your foam pail. You can hit auto or you can hit manual. It'll suck all the foam up into the tank. When you're done, you replace the cap. So once you're done filling, what you need to do is get one of the truck wash buckets with clean water in it, put the hose into the clean water, put it to the flush setting, and suck the entire amount of water out of the truck wash bucket through the system to flush any of the remaining foam concentrate out of the system.